Jazzy's going to preschool this morning. Mummy's having a lie-in because she got back very late last night. She had a flat tyre, well, one step away from a high-speed blowout. So that's what the front left wheel looks like on her car these days. She was stuck on the side of the motorway for an hour? 2 hours probably, whilst breakdown recovery changed her wheel for her. I would have happily had a go, except for one small Jasper-shaped problem. And of course he was fast asleep, for once. No. Here we go, chicken. We're ready to go. Pretty sure he learned that word from YouTube because it's not a word I use very often. Right, let's go. Okay, well, Jazzy's at preschool now, so I'm going to probably be spending the day trying to improve the intro and outro bit of my vlog because I think it needs work. I'm just going to drop Soph at the station because she's going into London and her car is what sort of, well, yeah.
Tyre went funny.
Where is the tyre? Is it in the back? Oh, I didn't realise her old tyre was still in the back. We'll have a quick look at that when we get back. Well, that's my taxi driver impression completed. Oh no, it isn't. I've still got to go pick Jasper up from preschool. But at least I managed to get Soph to her train on time. Just. Now the plan is, I don't know, probably do with a run, to be honest. Yes, running. Yeah. Life in the countryside, it's all driving people around and doing exercise. I better don't get time for a run. And it's go get Jasper time. Just seems to come around so quickly. Ooh, a toasty car. And would you believe it? I'm actually not late. Oh, it's a first time for everything. So something that leapt out at me when I was perusing the internet earlier is that some clever boffin has found some HTML in the My Tesla page which indicates that Model 3 owners are going to be paying for the use of superchargers. Which is not a massive surprise there. They always said that some sort of payment would be required. It doesn't indicate whether that payment is going to be per flat fee or whatever, but it does look like there's going to be a charge per kilowatt hour, which I think is the most sensible way to do it. Certainly there should be a charge per kilowatt hour as an option, and I think that's absolutely perfectly fine for Tesla, which is in contrast to what my feelings about paying for CHAdeMO quick charging, specifically Ecotricity ones. The problem they've got is there are some very slow charging cars that can plug into their quick chargers. So if they charge per kilowatt hour, then the disincentive for Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrids, not naming any names, oh whoops, I just did, the disincentive isn't there in the same way. They could easily gum up a charger for 30 minutes, putting in an amount of power that would normally take about 5 minutes to put in with any sort of bigger batteried car. Whereas with Tesla, they know what speed the cars that plug into their chargers are going to be charging at, because they're all Teslas. And even if they do allow another car manufacturer to use the superchargers at some point, which they have said they'll be happy to do, the one stipulation that they've always had is that those cars need to be able to charge at a Tesla rate. You know, they can't be slow charging cars. And I think it's probably, I don't actually think Tesla are going to charge as much as some people might think for the power at superchargers. I don't think they're going to try and make it a massive profit center for them. I could be wrong, of course. My suspicion is the main purpose of charging for the electricity is not to recoup a small amount of money spent on electricity, or even to try and recoup the cost of installing these superchargers. I think the main reason is to try and ensure that people don't use them as an alternative to home charging, which is actually not good for Tesla owners because it means you're sat at a charger when you could be at home, which doesn't make any sense to me, quite frankly. And it also means that Tesla have to build that many more superchargers, because when you're on a trip, the last thing you want to do is have to wait for a charger. So the idea is you size the number of charging bays for the maximum case, pretty much, or sort of 95% of the maximum. And that way you've got a nice, happy clientele who are happy to drive EVs across the country and don't even sort of think anything about it. And that is what Tesla is trying to do here. They're trying to replace petrol and diesel cars with EVs. So I'm pretty sure that is the idea. And if that's the idea, then all Tesla actually have to do is charge the same as you would pay at home. When you look at the maths, if Tesla charged premium of 100% over the cost of electricity, you'd still only be looking at about 20 cents, something like that, would be about what they'd claim every kilowatt hour. So if people put in 100 kilowatt hours, that's, well, I suppose that is $20. But how far does $20 really go to, well, firstly, who puts in 100 kilowatt hours? 50 is more likely for a supercharger stop. So if they put in 50 kilowatt hours at a supercharger stop and Tesla make a 20 cent per kilowatt hour premium on the price of electricity, then they'd be looking at something like $10 a charge. $10 a charge sounds like it might add up quite quickly, but I'm really not sure that it would. How many cars would you need? So if it was $10 a charge and you wanted to recoup a $50,000 supercharger install, which in my opinion is actually far less than it costs them, you would therefore require 5,000 charge sessions in order to recoup your $50,000. 5,000 charge sessions would be for that individual stall. Let's assume that you do 5 a day, 5 times. That's going to take about 3 years with 5 charge sessions per stall. And you could say, well, 5 charge sessions per stall. Surely they're going to get far more charge sessions than that per stall. Not really, because if they do get far more charge sessions than that per stall, then what's going to wind up happening is there's going to be a queue at the supercharger. And that's going to hurt what Tesla really are all about, which is not making money selling electricity. What they're really all about is making and selling cars. And the thing that will limit them making and selling cars is if people get the idea that they constantly have to wait at a supercharger. You can kiss all these Model S sales goodbye. That is the reason why Tesla is not going to try and link its future profits to the sale of electricity, in my opinion. And off we go. Jasper, you've only got one more day left at this preschool and you're going to a new preschool. Well, he's clearly asleep, which is the way we like it, after a busy day of preschooling. It's the wheel that's broken, Jasper.
Right.
Yeah.
He was put how much and he wrecked a car?
No, we don't know why it broke. Right, hang on. Got a problem now, haven't I? Here we go. No, my car's not. And Daddy's hoping to get some 4G to help his vlog post go up nice and quickly. But honestly, I might have a hope there. Okie doke. Let's rock and roll. And now we have some takeout as well. Ooh, thank you, Mummy. Takeaway. What is it? Udon? Udon noodles. Ooh.
You can't open it.
She's got a surprise for you?
Yeah.
Isn't it a surprise for your teachers at preschool? Not really a surprise for you then, more a surprise for your teachers. Is that right? I see. Lucky teachers. Well, the good news is the phone is in the summer house, getting 3G signal and putting my vlog post up in the internet. Thank God for 3G. And Sophie's back, so that's always good. And also Jasper's going a bit mental, but he's hungry, and luckily we've got those noodles, so we'll be fine. And what do you think? How should Tesla charge for their supercharging? And for that matter, what are your opinions on how other quick charging companies should charge? Should everyone just do it by kilowatt hour? Maybe. Probably not a stupidly stupid idea. Anyway, either way, let me know in the comments section below. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it and share it and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye! I don't know why I'm doing this all in dollars. I live in the UK. That was stupid of me. That makes the maths slightly easier, and I've already worked as far as I've already got through it to this point, so what the hell. We'll continue with the dollars theme.